Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia today and I'm going to come on here and show you what I've been doing with this. But first I'm going to show you a couple of books that I have, because somebody asked me, and I think I've showed you this before, but a lady asked me what sort of things she could get to learn from, and this is a really good book, A to Z Embroidery Stitches from Search Press. I don't know whether you can, I suppose you can still buy it, only I bought it new from Vinnie's for a couple of dollars, which was really lucky. There's a bug on there now, I think I squashed it. Anyway, so I've had that since 2018, and it is a really good book for showing you how to do stuff. I don't know why I need that in there, but anyway. So that's blanket stitch. And then you've got all the different, some variations of it, but not all, because there is a lot. And all of them have got a lot of different variations. But this has got all the instructions, you know, as you go along there. It's got all the instructions on it, so step by step. So this is really a really good book for somebody that wants to learn how to do all the stitches, or all these stitches. And I've got these in here because I think I was going to do them at some stage and I had to find them. Okay, which I can pull all these off there now, because I can, another day I'll go through and I'll find something different I want to do. These, I really love these rose ones. But see, it shows you every step of the way. So this one would be really good for you, or anybody that wanted to do embroidery. It's easy to watch somebody else do it too. I find that easy, and if I need to see something I might replay it again, but usually I know. But if I don't too, I'll also come into the book and have a look to remind myself, you know, if there's anything that I need to remember. Okay, so I use some of these stitches. I don't use them all because there's so many. You probably won't need them all, and then sometimes you need to remember them. And I do like this one here, this ear wet stitch. Well, you just know that. But here on this has got it, and it's apart. When I did the ones that I have done, mine it's together. I'm putting mine together, not as separate like that is. See how they're separate? That's a strange thing, because if I show you the other book, maybe they've got them together. These are eyelet flowers. It has got lots and lots and lots of good stuff in it, you know. And I'll just show you now a little bit more, so you can see what sort of things is in here. And all written down, all instructions. And it's a really good book. I don't know how old it is. Well, I know that I bought this into 2018, but so that's 6 years. But these books stay about. There's some ribbon work here, but I've also got a book that I'm going to show you with that in it as well. And there's pull thread work and herringbone stitch, which I really like, and I do love to make the two colours together, as you know. And see, sometimes you do need to put your brain, to get your brain going, so you go back and look at what it's about, you know. So this has got ribbon work in it too, and the woven bar stitch, I really am a fan of that. I do love that. And this one here as well. All these stitches I really do like. Even some of them you might think is hard, but it tells you how to do it, see? Little tiny bits by little tiny bits. So I think this is the right book for you. I can't remember your name. I think it said something about Tundra, something on there where you used to live or something. I don't know, is that your name? I think it's your YouTube thing. I don't know if you've got a YouTube thing. I'm sorry. There's a spiderweb rose that I really enjoy making those. I might even do one of those in a minute on my piece of work over there. How to put the mirror on. One of my best videos actually. It's most views. And I don't think I did it out of here either. I did it years ago because I was doing something and I thought I'll just make this, see what it looks like. That looks really good, doesn't it? So that's it, A to Z embroidery stitches, and it's from Search Press Classics. And I don't know, it tells you nothing about when it was about. It tells you here that it cost £12, but I've got nothing, but it's got a beautiful picture on the back too. These are put out by the ones that do the embroidery and cross stitch magazines, I think, which they do. That's a really nice book, that. And then I have this one here that I bought not long ago that a lot of people are watching, and I've got a big bit of spot on there, sorry about that. And this has got really good instructions in it too. In the front it's got all the stitches, alright. It tells you what page they're on. So this is a way of going finding what you want to start with, right? When you find what you want to do, which is an amazing amount of, and then you go to, well, it shows you a bit of work the lady does. This lady's in Australia, and her name is Shannon Bogan. Sorry about this. Creative Stitches for Contemporary Embroidery. And it is a really nice book. Beautiful book. I don't know what I paid for this one. I don't really worry about that too much. If it's really good, you need to have it. That's what and I do go back and I look in these, I've got a lot of books out there in the cupboard, and there's a fair few in here too, and in the other room as well. But I really enjoy my books, I really do. If you learn something, one thing I reckon out of a book, it's worth the money. Here's all the instructions, right? The first part was showing you what was in here, and this is showing you what you can do. Okay? So it's pretty detailed. Well, it's got a lot of detail to it. All you need to do is read that bit first, and then put them together in your mind, Come back and work on a bit at a time, and you can do it. Okay? This is really cool. I did them last night on that thing I'll show you in a minute. It's up and down. Buttonhole stitch alternating up and down. Really good fun, that one. Really good fun. They all are really nice to make, and I don't think I'll ever do something like that. I can't fill something in. I don't know if I can do that much. I do like filling in the things in a bit, what I make, but I don't know if I'd fill that much. I do like this. I reckon this is cool. Did that on one of my pieces of work way back. Oh, not way back. It's still sitting over there, so it hasn't been that far away. This is nice. All these buttonhole stitches. Another alternating one. Buttonhole stitch. Up and down buttonhole stitch again. It's a different sort of way, I guess. There it is there. Up and down buttonhole, worked along a curve and back to back. That's what I did. I didn't realise it had that, but I did that last night. I worked along that. I just went round there. I didn't draw a line. I probably should have done, because it feels to me like it's a little bit puffy, but it's okay. Okay, it's fine. I like it. It's staying like that. I'll put that up there. Stay there a minute. I'll show you a bit more work on that in a minute. Yeah, so that's. I do love these trailing things. So this is full of goodness. It's heaps and heaps of stitches in here. Heaps and heaps of stitches. Cast on stitch. That's one of my very favourites too. I love cast on stitch. I like chain stitch. I like buttonhole stitch. I do like Cretan stitch, and I do like chevron stitch. I just like them all. I just do like them all. That's nice, this one. Oh, that's interesting. We might have a go at one of those later. Just so much, isn't it? I guess that's why I like to do the crazy patchwork, because I can use all the stitches. See? You can use all your stitches, anything you want to put on it. And I've got the window open here for about 2 inches, and it is getting really cold. It's really cold in here now. But I do need air. You know, you have to have some fresh air. If I probably had it warmer, I'd go to sleep. I haven't got my little heater in here yet, so I'll put it in later on. It doesn't need to be here yet. But we did have to have the heater on yesterday afternoon just for a little while. Just till it got... This is drizzle stitch, double drizzle stitch. I do like drizzle. Is that... It's cast on stitch, actually. This is different. Oh no, they're the same. It depends how you leave it. Whether you leave it hanging there in the... You know, like not stuck to anything. I say that, or not sewn down. You can leave it up like that, standing up, or you can stitch it down. So it's please yourself how you work with that one. Feather stitch, all variations, is that everywhere, isn't it? Feather stitch. And these are all done with on the Crazy Patchwork pieces, aren't they? Really nice. French knots. And I do like this. I might do a bit of this today too because I really love that. Buttonhole your herringbone stitch. Anyway, so that's all good. It is really nice. I hope that has got 120 essential stitches, okay? And it's for stunning designs. And there's a pretty lady on the back there that she's the author of this one. This said it was $29 US, but I think it was about $40 Australian, I think. Because that's what the Australian price was for it. I'm going to have to just move this for a minute. Now, I've got another one. I don't want to take up too much of your time first before I show you, but I want to show you this one now. This is a Silk Ribbon Embroidery Bible, okay? And when I seen this, I could not believe that somebody actually put this out into the... to Vinnie's or wherever I got it from. I thought, what on earth would they do that for? Oh, you know what I was expecting? It's probably blank pages or something you can write in, because I didn't really read it, but it is full of... This is 2018 too. This is full of a beautiful ribbon embroidery, okay? Now, I don't know, like Joan Jordan, and it's got nothing from Simon and Schuster. Now, this is in Australia, so if you wanted to find this, I suppose you could type in that and see what you could find in it. I'm sure they'd be still out there. It's got this good binding on there. I like that for this because but it shows you all the stuff that you need, right? And then all the stuff you can use, and your hoops, all your goodies, and then you have all your stitches. Yeah. Which I learned from my friend, and she was in her 80s when she taught me this 30 years ago. You know, obviously she's still here, the poor thing, but she taught me to do this when I was in the Embroiderers Guild. These different things. Look at that, detached stitches for your ribbon embroidery. Now, even though I own it, I hardly go near it, which I probably should have, and I decided I might look through it and see what I can find. See, these are detached stitches, these are decorated stitches, I mean, and these are flowers and leaves, and this one shows you the picture on this one, like the same with the other, because no good just having the words if you don't know what it looks like, so they show you what it looks like. And they're all insects and birds and things on that. I'm not really part of that little bird. And then it shows you how to do them. Instructions are images like this, but it isn't that hard to do, really. You just have to be careful. You know, I'm always saying to you, don't watch the back. Make sure you watch the back so you don't get your ribbon caught and pull it through or things like that, you know. The little bows look really good, don't they? And so does this. There's a few things in here I've got in my brain now. Hopefully I can remember them and, you know, show you a couple of bits, you know, over the next few videos, hopefully, of doing them, okay? I do like this idea too here. Ribbon weaving. It's the instructions are good, you know. Don't just because there's, and it, you know, it shows you how to do it, and it's a thing to me, to my way of thinking, mostly what you've got to do with this is be careful, because if you pull it through too tight, you ruin your ribbon and your work, you know. It's something you can't undo. And I guess that was why, because when I first started I didn't have much and I was very careful not to ruin it. You know, you don't want to wreck your ribbon as you're going, because if you get it caught up in it, it just gets, you know. But you can be careful and it'll work fine. These are nice. There's different ways you can couch it down with beads or cross stitches. There's a star. But some of them I find don't work really well, but it just depends how you manipulate your the ribbon. You know, if you get it going right, it'll work for you. I'm definitely not a fan of that. I do not like that at all. Just do not like that flower. Okay, so this is nice, this stem stitch too, done with it, but I'd prefer it with a really thin one myself. You know, because we all have different ideas. I love these little snowdrop things. We used to have some of them out in the garden once. I don't know what they happened to them, but anyway, everything goes away in time, I suppose. But I do like them. Should turn out all right too if you did it. And this is really nice too. They will turn out fine when you do them. But like I said, I'll show you how to do some of these, and because I'm putting a bit of this onto my next piece of work. What I'm doing now, I should say. Fuchsia's interesting. I've probably done that on something I've got somewhere else. I used to do a bit of this once. Actually, I did a fair bit once. I did use a lot of satin ribbon too, but it has to be the one that's really soft. The stiff one's a little bit harder to use, but poor little birdie, maybe he looks okay. He's pretty good actually. He looks like a bird, so that's what you're aiming for, aren't you? You want it to look like what it's supposed to be. Sheep. Butterfly. It's okay. I shouldn't say anything about the lady's work, should I? But it does look like a butterfly, and that's what we're looking at, yeah. There's additional embroidery stitches, so you've got other stitches here as well that you can put with them. And then there's the mirror ones, and there's the beading. It's got heaps of stuff in it, absolutely full of beautiful things. So it shows you all these things you can do with it. You've got all these patterns or work that you can put in. And you just do these things with it, okay? So that's that one, and it's really, actually it's a really thick book. It's got 250 something pages in there, and it sits out there in my cupboard. So I need to get looking into there. Okay, so that's enough of that for today. Now we're going to do this bit, right? So Sonia's actually changed this. I wonder if you can see what I did. There was a piece of fabric in here that I didn't really work for me, for the fact being that it was too thin with the rest of it, and I don't know what I did with it, but I took it out. Where is it? Here. This is not the piece I took out, but this is what it was. It was a piece of this. This is not the piece I took out either, but it was this piece, and it was in there. And I couldn't get past it. I could not get past it. I could not figure out what to put in it. So I did. I took the whole thing undone. I pulled all that apart there. I took that apart. I took all that out. I took all that out. I've been putting it back in, as you can see. I've been putting it all back together. I've only got a bit to go there. And I did this. I did this last night because I really love this stitch. I have fun doing this stitch. I'm thinking it's a little bit puffy, but that's okay because I don't think it's ruined. I've got this part here that we're working on, and I will get down to that later. I like the rick-rack on there. I've got this piece here of lace, and I did bring the basket with the stuff in it that I'm going to use. So I did say I was going to do a bit of the ribbon work, and I'm thinking about putting it onto here, okay? I'm going to put some ribbon work on that. Now, yesterday I picked up my ribbon that I had here on the table, put it in this box, and took it down to the other room, which I probably, look, it was all on the table, so I just picked it up and did that. So now I'm going to get this out of this box. I've even got a bit but I'm not going to because I need to take it with me. I really do need to take it with me when I go out to the room, so to my lounge room. So what colour will I put on that? I will put this back in that drawer when I've finished fiddling around in it, playing with. I've got a lot of greens there, but I don't think I want to use a green. I might have to go into this box here and get out some, something apricot-ish, sort of apricot-ish. Need a bit of apricot colour, I think. So there's some in here, but not a lot. Actually, that's the colours that's in that, but I'm not too sure if I want to go with that. No, not a fan. Oh, must be in that other. So this is the ribbon that I have used, and this is a soft one. This is a soft silk satin ribbon. The other ones you get is really stiff, and it doesn't really work that good for us in this. I don't agree anyway. As you know, everybody's got different ideas. That's a good thick one, but I'm not going to put it on there. About that. I'll have to see. It's too skinny. I must have some of the thicker one in that other box. I better fish through there a bit better. That's the blue. That's too thin. I want a reasonably wide one, I think. I should put... I'm going to have to get some more of this, otherwise because I'm run out. Oh no, hang on. Hang on, nobody panic. Here we go. I do love them colours for them roses. I do love the colours for the roses. So these are all ones that I bought here off of a lady here in Australia. Oh, these are, I think. Her shop she's got on Etsy. Now surely I can find something in there that I can put on here. I don't know if I want to use that one. I think I want to go with these colours that are on there. Now, they might be a bit light, but that's okay. It's variegated, and I don't think this is one of those. It's a difference. This might be a fake one, but this is the silk one. This one seems a bit stiffer. I might use it anyway because it doesn't really matter to me. You know, where's that needle I had here before, because it's just good for ribbon embroidery. I did say that, didn't I? What was I sewing? Why don't I put these things back in the pin cushion? It's fair here next to me. It's not like I've got a... Oh, that's not it. Not like you've got to walk miles to get it, Sonia. It's fair there. My pins, they're all sitting here too, look. Here we are. Is it? Oh, well, this is one I was using yesterday. It works. Might be not, because I've got a thicker ribbon that I want to use today. It's a bit frustrating when this happens, isn't it? Here's one. Here we are. Right, now, come here. Right, we're going to do actually we have to put the base down first, but if I want to do this, a rolled rose one. You only really have to go through one time with this anyway, so that's okay. I don't know where I got this from, but this is not a silk. Oh, it's made out of probably part silk. I don't know. Okay, come on. I'm trying to get it right to the end because I don't want to waste it. Yeah, you went wrong. There we go. Got that bit. Now I want a bit of cotton to put it on. That's too thick. Got to be something here somewhere. I did put them all in the box though because I didn't want it to... I didn't want my thread to be... It's amazing, you know, when you... Oh, here it is. If I had a mouth, it would have bitten me. If it had a mouth, it would have bitten me. Yeah, these are good threads, these ones. I bought these from... I think I got these from AliExpress before Temu was about. And they are really good threads, these are. Really good. I'd highly recommend these. I do. I'm going to go for this one here. That's too small. You do need, you know, the right thing, don't you? Because if it doesn't thread through the hole, that's a bad part for a start. It is thinner than the needle, so it should go through, and this here part should fit through here too. And it did. I thread that up easy enough. So now I'm going to do some straight stitches so I can make a... And I think I'll make it over this, over top of this part here, eh? We're still working on that one. And back to the middle, I think. One. You can't see this, I don't think, because it's very light, but it will... You will be able to see it shortly, okay? Nobody panic. I hope you'll be able to see when I'm making it. That's not too far. Could be just a smidgen too far. Okay. And this bit here. I won't put another one on just in case I might not want another one. You never know what you might be doing. I've got bits hanging around here everywhere. I need to end that off by the look of it. Bits of gold on the end of my crochet hook. I only use it for making knots though, to finish things off sometimes, or whatever I was doing with that. Righto. Now we've got this piece here, thread it up. Fairly long bit too it is. Righto, so we're going to come up through here. Getting through the first time is going to be hardest because this is really, this is a furnishing fabric. I'm through. Nobody panic. I did that to my hand, but you know, this needed to be a bigger needle. So I'll go over the first one, and under this next one I'm going to go with the back of the needle. And this is really kind of stiff, over and under. But that's okay. I might pull it down a bit further. Over, under. Over and under. My husband's cooking me curry chicken for my lunch. Isn't he a good man? He's doing it in the slow cooker, and by gee, it turns out good too. I must say. You buy a nice packet of curry stuff to put in. He cuts up the chicken for us and for me, so he doesn't eat curry. My husband is not adventurous when it comes to flavours. He reckons he likes his natural. Yeah, well, sometimes it just depends, I think, but anyway. But we learnt that we eat what we like each, and that's good. This looks good. It's sitting up really good, isn't it? So we're just weaving this round through here. Through there. Whoops. I'm going to pick up that other bit. Get hold of it, Sonia. It's got me. It's testing me. this needle's definitely not big enough. I don't know what I've done, why I've used it, but it's just definitely not big enough. So eventually you'll run out of them little straight stitches. You won't be able to see them anymore eventually. It does take a bit. It does take a bit of ribbon, and that's okay because it looks really good. Come on. I might just go straight under this, I think. Just make sure I didn't pick up the other. Now, it did roll around and curl about a bit, and that's okay because it made it work really well, didn't it? It looks good. Don't pull in too fast on you. I'll give it a cooch and move it out a bit, you know, I'm a bit rough with it, but that's okay. I'll sort it out, take it through to the back. If I can get it through here, I got it. Hang on to it all, because it doesn't pull too far. Righto, you don't want to make it go too far. It's upset the business. Okay, I'll just take it a bit more. Okay. Now I think I want to put some little buds on this. So I need the idea to be where they be up the top a bit. Excuse me, I'm not getting enough. I'm breathing too much air, I think. Sucking too much air in when I'm talking. Now I'm going to have to do some sort of a green work here. I'm going to do some green work. Something green. Probably a green embroidery on here so I can figure out what to do with the... I think that's a bit too dark, I think. I don't know, it's alright. I want to do some little buds. Because I just got a little bit of thread there. And I don't want to, a little bit of ribbon, and I don't want to waste that. So while it's on the needle, I'll put some stitches on. So we want to make something like it's a stem, okay? So I'm going to do a what's the name stitch, chain stitch to start with. All right. Probably should have put this on here first, but you know, things don't actually go where you plan them all the time, do they? And this is not very visible either too, but it'll be alright. I'm going to just go past here. I'm going to go past it, and then I'll just put a little stem bit out to it, you know, because it's down the bottom of the garden, this rig rose, alright? It's down the bottom of the garden. You might even have another mate on here yet, you never know. I can find another bit, I'll put something else on it. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to weave through this by coming up the bottom here too. I don't know what that is, a bit extra. Up the bottom, and we go through here. I was out there last night doing myself. I was telling myself what I was doing. Like I was talking to you, you know. I thought, oh, Sonia, there's nobody listening. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just used to it, I suppose. You just want to go under that bit of chain stitch so it makes it a nice, reasonably nice thick thingy, stem. Okay. Now go back down in there. right. Now I'm going to do another one out this way a bit. Okay, you're not too far away from here though, because I'm going to do the buds. And it doesn't really matter, there's no really top or bottom to this thing. Three stitches. Oops, only just, because you're going to miss out. It should weave back through there though, I hope. I'm going to put my needle in underneath it to start it up. Because I want to... No, I can't do that. It's got to go down in there, Sonia. Go down in there first. I'm playing here with this tiny bit of cotton, but I need to get some more green. Definitely need some more green. I'm running out of green. I should have made that a bit a forky shape, haven't I? Really, was it? All right. I'm going back through here with the tiniest bit of thread that I've got left, just to fix that. Right, so unthread it again. If you've got a good sized needle with a good size, if you've got a good sized hole in it, it's okay. If you've got to keep thread, it's not so painful. But if you've got to keep doing that, you might as well take it off and get a new piece of thread, eh? Righto, now I'm going to do a couple of bud sort of things. Now, hang on, where's my funny crow chalk? I should have a smaller one than that. Put through here. I did have. I don't know, just go through there and pick up me cotton and bring it back and make a knot. And I did have a small one to do that with. I hope you see what I did. If you didn't and you want to know, I'll show you one day. I've done it lots of times before though, so hopefully that's not going to pull out too far. Where's a bit under the back here? I'll stitch this down in a minute. Oh, later. Okay, so now I'm going to, without making a knot, because I don't want to use too much thread, too much ribbon. Oh dear, it's hard to get through, isn't it? Come on. I need a bigger needle. Bigger needle makes a bigger hole there for the other thing will follow through. Now we're coming right up there slowly. Hang on to it with your fingers and make a little bud type thing. Should have changed the needle. But then I'll waste the thread while I'm doing that. So that's one. Doesn't that look snazzy? And this one here. Don't want to pull this too tight either. So I don't want to wreck that other one. Don't do this what I'm doing. Please don't do what I'm doing. I'm watching the back of this so I make sure that that doesn't come through there too far and wreck this one. I'll put my hand over it. I'll hold on to it while I'm turning this around. Didn't work very well, but anyway. And I'll put another one here. I would like another one, but I might have to use another piece. I know, this is where you get the pliers out because you're doing it wrong. Okay. Go steady, 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 steady. In there. Right, that's two. Now I can pull that back a bit. And when I stitch the end bit, just be careful what I'm doing there too. Righto, maybe I'll pull it down a bit further. That's nice. Look at that, isn't that delicious? Now, do I make another thing? I could do a French knot. What do you think my chances are of getting a French knot out of this? Probably not good. I wouldn't reckon. I'm not going to do that because that's hurting my hand too much. I'm not going to be able to sew anymore if I keep that up. I'm going to cut it off. I'll have to say, well, you know, that's it for that piece. But I need to put some green on that there, don't I? Did I unthread the green needle? probably did. We could put some ribbon on it though, a green ribbon. My eye's giving me a bit of a turn here now too. It's driving me a bit crazy. I'm just fishing through the ribbon box here to see, well, my ribbon, to see if I can find a bit of green that I want to put on there. I suppose that one will do. Oh, hang on. This one here's going to go on that other piece. So I might use a bit of this. Because then it's going to go over here as well. That looks really good on that, doesn't it? I like that. Now get a decent needle this time, Sonia. But see, because this is not very thick, it's going to go through a lot easier. But then again, that fabric is probably not what I would have picked to do this with. But I need to do something with it, don't I? I can't just... There, that's a good size father needle. It probably would have been a better one for me to use for this too. I'll try it. It's a bit long, but anyway. Me bent. Yeah, this is me bent one. It's okay. It's just as hard sometimes to find the right place to come through with it when you do that. Now, don't go through any of these bits because that'll ruin the whole business. Okay, so I'm going to figure out where I'd like to put it through. Wait a minute. Go over to where your stitch is. Alright, come through there. Not going to have a knot. Just going to hang on to it. I'm going to put that over there a bit. Push it down. Not too far up. So you can see I crossed that over there. Okay. Now we want to come out the other side of this. Nope. Oh, yeah, near there. Wait a minute. Try it again. Like I said before, it only takes a little while for you to figure out where that you're not going through the ribbon. Better than trying to have to fix it or wreck it, you know. That looks really good. I do like that. I do like that. I'm going to go now because that alarm thing is going to go off. So I'm leaving here before it does. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Stop. Gotcha. Okay. I've got to go. Bye. Thanks for watching.